All right, today we're going to be trying this Peak Premium Freeze-Dried Peach Cobbler. So, I've got the water going, so it's going to whistle in a minute. Okay, friends, today we are going to be making this Peak Refuel Peach Cobbler. I don't know about you, but we usually have this type of thing on hand somewhere in the house. Emergency rations type of stuff. Just in case the power goes out or, you know, we're going to take a road trip. We can take some snacks with us. Sounds kind of weird, but sometimes you want to bring something that's like a quick meal. Obviously, if we're taking a road trip through the city, that's not going to be the situation. But this is, I saw this at the sporting goods store. I thought, you know, I'm going to try that. I was going to have it for dessert yesterday, but I'm having it for breakfast today. So this is Peak 2 Refuel. As you can see, it's got 11 grams of protein per pouch. This pouch says pound cake and granola with heavy cream, peaches, and brown sugar. Serving suggestion, it shows like a cute little wooden bowl, which you're not going to have if you're out hiking. This is geared towards hiking and camping. But this is also good for camping if you don't want to really like cook a lot. You basically use boiled water and pour it in the pouch, let it sit, stir it, let it sit, and then stir it again. I believe it is pretty high in calories. This is geared for 2 people, so I will have some leftovers. But here you see the nutrition facts, and here you see the prep. And ingredients, let's see. Pretty usual stuff, nothing too crazy. Ooh, dried cane syrup. Sunflower oil, whole wheat flour, those are kind of at the bottom of the list. Molasses, cinnamon, brown sugar. Okay, so keep the camera rolling. Let me get you on a steady surface. Okay, so I'm just going to tear this open. It has a pre-cut thing for you to tear, and presumably it's going to tear across that black line, which it pretty much did. I like that it kind of made an extra little thing, because sometimes you can't open it. You know what, let me put some on the plate so you can see. Oh, I have to take out this little pouch. But let me put some on the plate. It does look like actual food. Even tastes good dry. And let's see. Oh, there's like chunks of the brown sugar stuff. So that is going to get reconstituted with the water. Let's put these back in here. Oh my gosh, that actually tastes really good. Just these little dried cubes. Okay. Now I have a long rubber scraper that I'm going to use. But this is 2/3 a cup of boiling water. Well, I don't actually know that it said boiling, but that's what I got. Pour that in there. Carefully add, okay, and then it says stir. So it does have a pretty flat bottom, so you can hold it on one side and stir it on the other. So even if you're like out in the woods somewhere fixing up some peach cobbler on the side of a cliff. Let me peek in here. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like. Kind of like a mush. All right, so I'm going to go set the timer and we will be back. 5 minutes. It's got to sit. All right, 5 minutes have passed. So the directions say open the pouch, stir again, and enjoy. So let's open the pouch. Pretty much looks the same, but a little bit more solid, you know, like a reconstituted food. And let's stir and enjoy. So get to the bottom. Now, remember we saw those kind of like brown sugar molasses chunks. So we want to, those are all dissolved in here. And put the spoon there. And then I'm going to go ahead and, not the spoon, the rubber scraper. I'm going to just pour some in this bowl. Get that closer. It smells really good. The logistics. Okay, so let's pour some into this bowl. It's like a porridge kind of consistency, you can see. Like if you have certain texture aversions, might not appeal to you. Okay. Set that there. Let me get an actual spoon. And let's see. I saw a big piece come out. Just make sure, what is that? Maybe it's just a piece of the cake. Let me see. Oh, it's a peach. That's a peach. Oh my gosh. So the peach could be a little bit more rehydrated. And that's a thing. Sometimes with these, once you get to know the brand, you might get to know that on certain brands you want to add a little bit more water, that it's not really going to ruin it. But that was a nice sized peach. Okay, let's take a taste. So here you can see it still has the bits of the pound cake. I think that's what it's called. Yep, pound cake. And remember the package says pound cake and granola with heavy cream, peaches, and brown sugar. We just saw the peach, so let me take a taste. Oh yeah, it's got good flavor. You know, like for a packaged food, it tastes like actual food. It doesn't taste like MRE style food, you know, where it's just kind of dry and made to last for decades. The bits of cake, the bits of cake are still a little bit dry in the middle, kind of crunchy, but that's good. Now, if you don't like to eat mushy food, or you have an aversion to certain textures, or you don't, I don't know. When I was growing up, my mom would make us green eggs and ham and pink pancakes for Valentine's Day and stuff like that. So I never really got kind of like an aversion to colors or textures in my foods. But this is actually tasty. Really tasty. And there's more peaches in here. So yeah. Peak 2. Refuel. Not a sponsored post. But if I find it on Amazon, there's going to be a link below. So this is pretty tasty. I don't know, have an indoor camp out. Go to the sporting goods store or go to Amazon, buy some different dehydrated foods and have a camp out in your living room. How cool. Or an actual camp out. I'm just thinking of when my kids were really little, we would do crazy stuff like that. All right, thanks for watching. One more look at the peach cobbler. So you can see it's kind of porridgey, but there are the bits of cake in there. It's very tasty.